Facebook page. They can click right on it, share it out. They should be able to get audio.
Where is it? Show me the link.
You go to ATU Network under events. So literally, I mean, Healing Sundays is all about chakras and the benefit of your chakra system. So of course, we're going to be talking about the root all the way up. It looks like it's trying to go live, and we are finally live.
We are finally live.
We are finally live. So it took a while. So I know that we have to do this way ahead of time.
Yeah, because it's obviously, well, this is the new program. This is the new program I'm working with for 2020. Oh, yeah, we're getting all the, we're getting all the bugs fixed right now. We're getting the bugs fixed and the hand movers.
Oh, my God. So I got this new program that I'm working with, and I've been trying to figure it out because the old program was not working at all. So when my son updated my computer, everything didn't go the way it was supposed to. So that's kind of what happened.
So here we are.
So
it's Healing
this
Sunday.
is where we're at, and the first time we're actually live with this program, and evidently it takes a little bit longer than what I thought to actually, do the live.
It's okay, because we're working out the bugs. It's 2020, everybody. Nobody starts off everything with a bang. It's sooner or later things go to the flop.
Yeah, I don't expect to see a lot of people because they don't know about the time switch. I do have to get up at 6 a.m. and I still want to be able to do the crystal sales too. So we're running the shows early except for Wednesdays. Mm-hmm. Wednesdays we have guests on, so I don't want to force them to get, you got to get out of work early and come on the show.
You're on some really other crazy different times.
So anybody that's listening in, I'd love to know how the new program sounds, how Michelle sounds. These are all things I'm really interested in, and you guys can text that for me in the thing, and as a matter of fact, I'll pull up, you have the Restream.
So Restream will work now?
Yes, Restream does work. You can pull up Restream, and I will pull up the Blog Talk chat to make sure everybody can hear us.
So I just typed something on the Restream, guys. Let me know if that went through to, didn't show up in the
So we're going to start off, as always, we're really going to get these chakras going. We're going to get them balanced. We're going to get you feeling a lot better. It's been a while. And again, I do it again after break as well. So we're going to start right off and work with the root all the way up through and really get you guys balanced and settled, okay? no idea who's in the chat.
Jacob is in the chat, and apparently he wants fudge. So I guess apparently you make fudge.
Yes, boo, buy Ram, buy fudge.
Boo, buy Ram, make fudge.
Yes.
Fudge. I can go with that one, Jake. Fudge. Definitely fudge.
Yep. So we're figuring out the new program, which seems to be working pretty good. So right now we do have 3 people in here listening. We do have to have everybody get used to the new time.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to be working on the chakras, and what I like to do is kind of work on one chakra at a time. And it's been a while, so maybe we should we start with the root of the issue and work our way all the way up?
And why not?
I think so. Let's start from the beginning, the first chakra.
The root.
And your first chakra is always the root chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And again, after the break, we'll be doing some more balancing with some of the bowls that we do have here as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to get to the actual, I have so much information in this book. Tons of information in this book. Now, before we get into like the first level of chakra, I like to make sure that you guys are aware of the hurts. Because we're dealing with the crown chakra, which of course is C, basic trust. Then we deal with D, which is the solar plexus. Now, your solar plexus deals a lot with your sexuality, creativity, and again, any type of creativity. We're not just dealing with your sexuality here. Your E is your solar plexus, that's the note. You're also dealing with your wisdom and power. Or should we start 2002 off with wisdom? Or should we let's work our way up. Start from one. Chakra, love and healing, of course, that's note F. And of course, your throat chakra is G. Your throat chakra is G, and you're dealing with communication there. So we talk a lot about the psychological issues and things that are going on. And right now, nobody's used to this, so I know we have listeners on the radio. So we're just going to keep going because most of our regulars expect us to be on at 8.
Yes.
So your third eye is A, which you're dealing with awareness there. And your crown chakra, of course, is B, and you're dealing with your spirituality. Now, if we can get a few more people in here, definitely a few more. Hey, Jake, what we can do is we can start to talk a little bit about the root of the issue, is what we're dealing with. Okay? So we're going to start right off with your crown chakra. Now, we have to get a lot into the psychological aspects of everything that's happening right now. So, as you monitor that, I'll monitor the blog talk and see if anybody that is listening. And again, you guys can call in as we're talking about these things, because some of the really deep-seated issues of this, as far as the really difficult issues that you're dealing with, a lot of them is like mental and psychological and depression. So there's a lot of things that can actually affect your root chakra. And I know Michelle has a whole entire book over there full of it.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it.
We talk about this every Sunday. Mondays we'll be teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Tuesdays is always readings, and Wednesdays is our mystery guest.
Mystery guest.
So, and of course, this gives the opportunity for our sponsor, Susan Swanbeck, ATU. Go see Susan Swanbeck, ATU, for all of your crystal needs. And don't forget to pop on by to Awakening Spirit and Productions for all your video editing and photography editing needs. Okay.
Yep, and we're available to book for parties, by the way.
Psychic parties, yes. What the heck? Throw that in there.
What the hell? You know, might as well do that.
Yes.
You guys, after this is like the first of the year, right?
Yeah, and it's like
how many of us have gotten through resolutions even yet? How many of us have
I haven't even done that. I'm literally thrown for a loop. I'm out of the swing of this, so it's like I'm trying to get in the groove, and I'm just not getting in the groove of it, and that's really difficult because I'm the one that's sitting here talking about it. But
I'm punished too till January 25th.
Oh God.
I cannot share groups.
Alright, so I always talk about hertz. Now, there is a particular tuning fork that I do like to use, which is 528 hertz. And again, the 528 hertz tuning fork, it's really good for DNA repair. When you're dealing with one of your chakras, you definitely want to get at least one of these. If you guys can hear that, That's going to bring the balance of your chakras back into life. So it works really, really well, especially when you have a stubborn chakra and you've been going and going and going and going. There's many tools we use and many things that we do talk about. If you guys have your pendulums available, which one did I grab? I grabbed 2 at once. Isn't that hilarious? So if you have your pendulums, okay, I'm demonstrating a pendulum. I'm holding the pendulum at the top.
Mine is
It's around there somewhere.
around here somewhere.
Hopefully it didn't fall. So what you can do is literally ask about the spin of a particular chakra so you know what you're dealing with. If you can't tell by your psychological issues, you can tell by the particular crystals. Like you would hold it, you can't really see much of anything except my throat. So I will say, show me the spin of my throat chakra.
I'd like to show me the spin of my pendulum.
And if you notice, the pendulum is moving in a clockwise spin at a pretty good rate, so I don't have an issue with, she found it.
Found it.
I do not have an issue with this particular chakra right now. So that is really good. So of course it's a bit awkward for me today because of the change of times. There's many tools you can use. You can use pyramids of any kind to meditate with. Use something that you are connected to, and of course this is the only pyramid I have over here. I have a little chakra pyramid on my desk somewhere.
I do too.
And this is what happens when you clean your desk. You can't find anything. So, and you have many things that you can use. You can use the ones with all the chakra colors in it, which I do recommend, and we carry a lot of those. So what you can do is something like that. It helps, especially when meditating, and meditation happens to be tomorrow. So as far as your hurts, you could also use what is known as tinctures, guys. If you don't know what tinctures are, because we're back at the start again, tinctures it's a Tibetan tool. And you can tell by the sound if a chakra is off by clicking them together. It's this sound. So what I would be doing is I would be starting at the top with your clients, okay, or yourself if you choose. You bang the tinctures together to see if you can see where the off balance is, okay? My heart. I knew that. I already knew that. My heart's been closed off for a while, but that's the way it is. It is what it is. So there's a lot of different types of tools, humming, music, all these things can really help you out. All right, so now we're going to get into it. Now, I'm dealing with the crown when I meant to deal with the root. The root of the show. Okay, so, and again, when we're talking about the root chakra, we're talking about the color red. Okay, red is a really, really good color. The note is C. Now, your seed sound that you're dealing with in this particular one is LAM, but the A sound is always longer. So your la. Okay, the A sound. Right. The A sound is always longer. Why do you look funny when you do that? Because you go, la. Sorry.
Oh no! This feels right when I do that.
That is funny. The element that you're dealing with, believe it or not, you're dealing with your element, of course, is earth, but you're also dealing with your basic trust. Your first chakra, your root chakra, has a lot to do with how you trust people, how you see the world. These are things we want to help work you through. Now, everybody that knows me know I do not have a degree in chakras. I do have a degree in psychology. I utilize the chakras to help maintain your balance, is what we do. Eventually, I will have a degree in chakras, because that's my next one I want to get on top of the Wicca.
Yes.
All right. Now, the location of your root chakra, of course, is the base of your spine, really close to your tailbone. And again, it's back and front, and we're just talking about the 7 major chakras of what we're talking about right now, okay? So, and anybody that's on here, we're both punished from doing everything else, just share out. Literally. And you guys are so not used to the time. What?
It said it blatantly. You are punished until January 25. January 25.
All right.
Which so, is how many days away now?
I myself wasn't feeling grounded, so I just took off my boots. So now I'm barefoot like I normally am.
And you feel more grounded?
Okay, so now I'm starting to feel more grounded, more level. Okay, so that's awesome. So now your root chakra is actually your chakra of stability, security. Really big one, security. Also, all of your basic needs deal with your root chakra. So if your basic needs aren't being met, or you don't feel secure or stable, that has to do with your root chakra. You need to be grounded. Now again, stress of anything will cause that to go off when you have children, a new mom. Like my daughter-in-law just has twins, and my son does work a lot of hours, so that's a lot of stress. That could cause
her root chakra
to be off balance. So an extra added help, like red jasper, carry it with you, or wear it a necklace, or
red wine.
There's also a lot of oils that red wine. Nice try.
I'm amazed you picked it up.
There's also a lot of oils, herbs, and aromatherapy you can actually utilize in order to help you with this, okay? But the trick of this is getting to know what your actual psychologicals just are. What?
What?
Oh, no.
What?
Jacob's sick.
What
My
do you
son.
mean?
Sorry.
Oh man, what happened? Did you chop out of alignment, Jacob?
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm answering my son.
Are you having a problem feeling balanced?
He very seldom does this.
So he's definitely not feeling good.
Yeah, he can't be around Nana then. I'll have to go over. I'll have to take care of that.
You're having some emotional problems involving your
No,
needs?
he's got a bit of a fever, so.
Oh.
Alright, and I know the only one we do have on here is probably Michelle, so I'm just going to keep going because we don't know about the listeners right
Yes.
now. Alright.
But I hope Jacob feels better.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with right here. And again, your root chakra is actually comprised of whatever grounds you, stabilizes you in your life. So if you're not feeling grounded or stable, we know there's something going on with your root chakra. Now, and again, this actually includes your basic needs such as food, water, shelter, safety, as well as your emotional needs and your interconnection. Okay, and also being fearless is one of them. So if you're afraid to move forward, it could be that your root chakra is blocking you. But there are other chakras that actually do deal with that as well. So we're just going to go through all of the root chakra today, and then we're going to deal with your sacral chakra next week is what we're going to do. I want to take one chakra at a time. And really deeply talk about these things because it is a new time, and I know we've done this one before, but I want to start at the beginning. Now, there are actually some signs, and I'm sure Michelle can come up with a few more. I know there are some signs of an off-balance root chakra. Okay?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just feeling about, just in general, feeling like wondering how stable your life really is.
Yeah, you can also become tired, believe it or
Yeah.
not. If you don't have enough energy or enough of a spin in your root chakra, you do become excessively tired.
It's weird how you do feel like the wind could just come up from underneath you and just like take your legs out.
Actually, that happened to me today, but I think it was the wind gust that did
It could have been a wind gust, but it feels like that, like there's a wind gust.
Literally,
And
just picture a huge wind gust and you're trying to walk somewhere and all of a sudden you're like, whoosh.
Or you know, you picture somebody like walking in mounds of snow with the snowshoes.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you want to go and you want to go, but you can't go anywhere.
And the
You're
wind's
just
pushing you
thinking.
back, your mustache is ready to break off.
Yes. Why?
That's
Did
one
you
of
see
those.
my mustache today?
No.
Okay.
Alright, now, your physical imbalances and your root chakra actually include problems with your, here you go,
Yeah.
legs, feet, okay, rectum, tailbone, and your immune system. Okay, male reproductive parts also do not come from the sacral chakra. They come from the root chakra.
The whoosh.
Right. So if there is a gentleman out there trying to have issues giving birth, what's the matter?
It just dawned on me the connection
Okay.
between
Okay, tell
the
me.
root and the male being
The root of the issue. Right. The root of the issue. Okay?
Yeah,
So
because,
that's the reproductive
They
part.
got a root, so it makes sense.
It also actually deals with their prostate gland as well. Yep. These imbalances
Wow.
here are also likely to experience issues of degenerative arthritis, knee pain, sciatica, eating disorders, and constipation.
I wish I had constipation.
Yeah, we don't have that issue.
No.
So, but believe it or not,
Maybe we need to eat more rice.
there's emotional balances. I like the lasagna idea better. Just get
I do like the lasagna
Yeah, I do
idea.
too.
I agree with you on that one.
Well, we're waiting for a cold day, and I'm making a
Yeah.
nice big lasagna with some salad.
So yes, we are from New England. We're here. We're waiting for the weather to turn from 65 today to 32 to make lasagna.
Yes.
That's how we roll around here. All right, we're from New England. Today is 65. Tomorrow will be,
Typically is a cookout. I go have some burgers and stuff on the grill.
Beach, you know,
It's no big deal. And then,
Yeah.
next weekend you make a nice lasagna and a nice meal.
it's snowing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Everybody's got their toes freezing off. Next day they're wearing flip-flops.
Yeah, so it's like I couldn't knit my new scarf today. I finished the baby blankets, but
Yeah.
I should probably start working on Quincy's.
It's hard to work on something cold, right? When it's
Yeah.
hot cold.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
like-
weird.
yeah, it is. It's
You
really
just think,
weird.
oh man, I'm making this scarf. I don't know why. And you're like,
The
for 5 minutes.
yarn is too thick, so.
Well, you're only gonna be able to wear
Yeah.
it for 5 minutes because it'll be like 100
It's like,
degrees.
okay, I gotta do a row. Now my hands are sweating.
Oh man, you're in your shorts and your tank top inside the house trying to knit scarf.
Oh my god.
But we
It's
live in like the weirdest part of like New England for all of the weather
Yeah,
changes.
we do.
We go in 1 week. We go through fall, winter, spring, summer, guaranteed.
yeah, I mean, we go through all the seasons literally in 1 week.
It's so bad up here. All our weather meteorologists are all stupid. They don't know how to judge the weather no more.
It's too difficult to judge.
It's really, really. They'll be like, okay, my best guess is. But I could be wrong. Oh, I think it's gonna snow next Saturday.
It's supposed to snow Saturday and Sunday.
No.
Maybe just Saturday. Well, you know what? It might be mixed with rain.
It might be.
So
you
it's like
know.
one of those things that you just
If
don't
it
know.
comes, just call in the station and tell us if you see something out there. You know. It's really weird. It's
Oh
really
my
weird.
God. But you're dealing with emotional issues as well.
Well, think about the weather. It's an emotional thing.
Well, I don't consider the weather emotional. I just consider it confused. Maybe it's not grounded.
It's not grounded.
Not grounded.
That's
So
why I
some
told you
of your
earlier.
emotional imbalances actually affect your basic needs and survival, which is, again, people that are having issues with money, shelter, food, and the ability to actually provide life's necessities. And we're not talking about Christmas holiday celebration, okay? What if, all right, you don't have enough socks for your son, or you don't, it's like, oh my god, I know I've got to get this for my child, I just don't know where I'm going to come up with it. That's going to cause an off balance.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, and those are the things that are actually going to
Or
do
like
it.
where we go through, sometimes we want to plan ahead with our meals, but we feel like we're like squirrels, like we're preparing for certain things, right?
Oh, you mean me?
No, I do. Like I have that feeling too sometimes. Like we kind of like squirrel it up, where you want to get everything said and done for whatever reason, before something. God only knows. We're expecting the Queen of England to come.
I don't know, I have a routine. It's like every Sunday I have to clean, straighten things out, get things organized.
Yeah, but not even that. Like
Yeah.
you already we worry ahead of time.
Yes.
We worry before we should even be thinking about worrying.
Right, and that's
We're already worried.
worrying about stability. And that's what it is. So that's going to cause the root chakra to actually become off balance.
That makes complete sense.
That's what's happening to us, and that's why we're so like, ugh.
Right? And I'm like, oh, my head aches, but
Yes, and that's what it is. It's your root. Now, how many times, most of you that do listen to the show on a regular basis, because we are back, I tell you to root like a tree.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. Now, if the weather is really cold, you can't get outside, you have a potted plant in your house. I always have, there's 1 or 2 plants I never kill. Yes, Jake, there are plants I can't kill. One of them is, I like my
Your aloe.
my aloe plant.
She has not killed it.
I
I've been
have
talking
it.
to
And
it.
the other plant I don't kill is called a wandering Jew.
Which we don't have any wandering Jews.
No, not somebody find off the street. It's an actual type of plant.
I'm like,
Here.
where did we find
It's
the
called the wandering
Jew?
Jew. It's like a green plant with red on it, and it's a really good plant, and it's similar to a spider plant.
We're gonna have to get one of those
grows
wandering
this
things.
way.
We're gonna have to get one
And,
of those.
and you got to remember, the plant, just by sitting next to a plant, can help maintain that groundness. And
Good
that's what
sign.
I want. I want to get a few more plants that actually hang.
Yeah.
Because, dogs and teenager and his teenage friend, and so that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So, and
can happen
again,
anymore.
potted plants inside your house can actually be something that helps. I've always wanted, believe it or not, don't laugh at me.
What?
Always in my life, I've always wanted an indoor greenhouse. A small mini indoor greenhouse.
Why couldn't we do that?
Okay, where are we putting it?
In the dining room.
Where?
Somewhere. We'll move things around.
Yeah, we'll just put it on top of the heater.
Whatever. If it works, it's gonna have the heat for the plants. It's gonna work.
All I've always, I don't know why, but that way I can have the little mini plants that I like. There's certain little plants I like.
and
I
the
like to
herbs
grow,
in there.
and there's certain herbs that I normally grow for myself when I'm doing
Yeah.
house blessings. Like I have to grow the lavender, I have to grow the white sage. There's certain
Yes.
things I grow just for not like herbology, but for house blessings and cleansings and things like that.
I'm building us a plastic freaking greenhouse out of store bags. Yes, I'm gonna
I
use
can
clear
pick one up
saran
for $20.
wrap.
Yeah.
Saran wrap
But
and some
pick one up
piping.
for $20. You can take it down and you can take it with you. So
So what are we waiting for?
I-
What are people waiting for?
I don't know. I've always wanted one. I've always talked
No,
about
there will
it.
always be room
Yes.
in the house or anywhere that you live for things that
Right,
you love.
because there's certain things I like to have.
Yeah.
You know,
that
I
makes
like
you feel
yeah,
grounded.
It does. My white sage, my lavender.
You know I'm gonna get on here, guys, about
Yeah,
this,
so
right?
stuff like that. I like that. So,
Which
and again,
sounds good.
potted plants. If you can't be outside because it's either cold or raining, and you need to ground, keep a potted plant next to your favorite reading chair, or
Yes.
your favorite chair you watch TV, or your video game chair, if that's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean, whatever it is.
Right,
have
whatever it is you do. If
something
you
new.
spend most of your time in your office, you know, literally just have a nice
We're gonna have
potted
a couple of
plant up
Jews
over
going
you.
on. A couple of
So,
Jews going
and
in.
that'll keep the groundation down. Okay? And then you think, okay, if you have children or grandchildren, okay, well, what do? Well, you buy a plant holder that can actually paint.
Yeah, so you make them
Right,
evolve
so you
in it.
want it right. So it's more. So in other words, not only are you getting the earth, which is dealing with your root, but you're going to get the love from the heart because it was actually decorated by someone you love. So what you're doing is
Yeah.
combining the two chakras, and then what you can do, guys, is get one of each of the chakra crystals. Actually, put those in the plant as well.
Put them right on the pot, right in there with them.
You can put one of those, where's our little stick thing here? Anyone.
This one?
Any stick.
This stick is-
Anything. Literally, put it right in the potted plant. That's going to help with that as well. So these crystals, that one, you can keep around water. The selenite, you can't.
You can't.
So
this
what
is
you
the
doing,
selenite one, by
literally-
the way.
Yeah.
This is selenite.
Do not water selenite. It'll
No,
melt.
this one, yes.
So what you want to do is you want to maintain the balance. So potted plant, you're getting oxygen. Somebody else decorates it. That's bringing your heart up. Literally, put a little pyramid.
Maybe
put
the
a little
throat
chakra
chakra,
thing.
because people are talking about things
Right.
they like.
So literally, and you know, I mean, that talking. I talk to my dog. Yes, when I complain, I usually complain to the plant. Maybe that's why it's not dead yet. I don't know.
But I talk to it too. I don't know. I talk to the plant in the kitchen too. It's important. I really do believe in that. Like today when I went to see my grandmother,
Yeah.
she was mind you, she's blind, right?
Right.
So I gave her that giant poinsettia bush.
Right.
Right. It's not just a regular poinsettia plant. It's a bush.
Yeah.
So she goes, oh, look over there. This is a blind woman.
Yeah.
Look over there. You see the plant you gave me? Look how it looks today. Look how wonderful it looks. The freaking thing, Sue, was double the size that it was over here. And I only gave that to her, 3 days ago?
Wow.
3 days ago.
Wow. Let me check Blog
But
Talk.
you know what my grandmother does for her plants? She has an old-fashioned, like those radios we used to have by the handle.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned. And she has it right in the dead center of where she puts her plants.
Huh.
So she plays that music and the radio talking and everything there.
Right.
So the plants have that.
Huh.
And she's always done that. And how amazing was this plant today? A blind woman fixed this plant. A blind woman. But she fixed it with the love and the talking to it, and she nodded to her because I had given it to
was
her.
grounded.
Totally.
She's grounded. Okay.
Totally.
So now, when this chakra is actually balanced, though, what you're actually going to feel is supported, a sense of connection and safety to the physical world. Is what you're going to be grounded, rooted like a tree. And that's what I tell you all the time, root like a tree. Walk barefoot on the beach. If it's summertime outside, get your feet
Well, if
out
you live
there.
in New England and it's summer for 5 minutes.
Yeah, you usually got a day or two you can go outside barefoot, so don't worry about it here. Now, there are actually many signs that this particular chakra is actually blocked.
Ugh.
Okay, multiple
And
signs.
we walk around like this, guys, and we don't even think of it. It
Right.
doesn't even dawn on us like, wait a minute. why am I feeling all these feelings?
Literally, if you're feeling tired all the time, you're not rooted enough.
I feel that way.
One of the things that I wanted to mention is a lot of gifted people are afraid to ground too much.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. If you don't ground, you're depleting your energy.
Yeah.
Okay, because what you're doing is you're working off your own energy, and eventually, after doing so much work up in this realm, you're going to develop illnesses and get sick or get the flu, get a cold, because you don't have that energy.
Amen. Speak the truth, sister.
So that's what's causing a lot of the issues in there right now.
And and then like this whole thing, like we started off January 2020 with this. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do great things, and we're gonna do this resolution. I'm gonna lose my fat ass, and we're going.
Actually, I made a resolution to never go a day without coffee, so I'm good.
We're already good on that one, but people usually by now, because they, like you say, they didn't root themselves.
Yeah.
Here we are halfway to January.
Run out of energy. It's very hard. Like we didn't do. I noticed the difference from when we were on vacation.
Yeah.
I noticed the difference from when I was balancing my chakras every Sunday to when I wasn't. I really did notice the difference.
Big time. It's true.
Right. I don't feel, and even Michelle noticed, I'm not quite myself. Something is off.
There is something off.
Right, something off. So it's like, okay, let's balance the chakras. Let's get to the root of the issue. Like feeling stuck. How many people feel stuck?
Oh.
Feeling stuck and off balance. Unbalanced and stuck. Stuck in anything. Stuck in relationships.
Stuck job.
Stuck, literally stuck with low finances. You feel stuck being poor. What you're doing is you are taking the off balance chakra. Because that's what it is. It's blocked. If you are feeling that you are stuck and off balance, it's blocked. So you're taking the block chakra and throwing the negativity out to the universe. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take the negativity of the block chakra, put it out there so the universe brings more back.
You don't want to get those bad energies out there.
And this is why I have a tendency to overcorrect my BFF. And I don't mean it.
Well, please.
I really don't mean to correct her. But it's like, okay. And then she'll worry about this, she'll worry about that. But the more that you're worrying about it, what are you doing?
You're bringing it.
You're bringing the negativity.
Yeah, you're bringing it.
Right. So negative is not going to happen. Not.
I mean, don't we all just wish good for ourselves? Like, who really wakes up in the morning and go, I want to have the crappiest day ever? Nobody does, right? You want to wake up and put your best foot forward, start out that day right. I'm grounded, I'm rooted, I know what to expect for my life, for my day.
So literally, a suggestion, we're going to get into more issues here, but what I want to suggest to you right now is before you even wake up, the moment you open your eyes, okay, a suggestion for those that do wake up tired, stick your feet, 2 feet, flat on the ground before you go anywhere, and literally, imagine this is your foot, imagine there's trees, and the tree is rooting itself into the ground. That's your nourishment, okay? And the reason I tell you to root like a tree is because if a tree was just on top of the earth or floating, it would die.
Yep.
If it's not
water,
rooted, it needs to be rooted to the ground, to the earth, to the soil in order to grow. It needs its nourishment. And that's what it is that you guys are lacking, is your nourishment. So let's start off 2020 with our nourishment, our grounding. Literally, you can balance every single chakra.
Yeah.
Before you even get up out of bed. Just make an emotional checklist. Put your feet on the ground, okay? It's really very simple. We'll go over this before the end of the show.
Yes.
A really quick way to balance your chakras. Really quick, okay?
Think about it. You want to start off your day with the right mindset.
You do.
Like Sue was saying, the root chakra affects not just certain things in your root area, it affects things throughout your entire body that is related directly to your root chakra. Nobody ever said for resolutions, I'm going to make sure my chakras are great and aligned every day, right?
No.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we wake up and you look at this and go, okay, how's my root today? How do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? And how, you go through like
Actually,
checklist.
you can even make it even simpler. But just being aware of it, and remember to maintain the positivity is something that's going to be quite happening to you. The only issues we're dealing with here is one of the other reasons that it's blocked is traumatic events.
Yeah.
Traumatic events will block, but if your root chakra is blocked and it's your first chakra, how does the rest get the energy? Hence why most people in the psychic field get depleted every now and then. And then they go through what is known as a shutdown.
Yeah. Think about it. How does a tree die? When, not because it's still in the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still in the earth, rooted, right? But how can a tree die?
Exactly.
You don't give it water. You don't give it air. You don't give it the sun, heat. Like, it has to absorb through the root system.
Exactly.
So that's why it's important to have your root ready to go. So all your other shakalakas. Yeah, okay. All of your chakras are.
One of the most difficult things in the world to do is actually to let go of grief or loss of a loved one or deal with a traumatic event in life. And the problem is that when you're dealing with all this, it is very hard to deal with. I know for a fact it is. I have lived through it, but the sadness, what happens is it actually prevents you from moving forward, from going forward, from staying positive, because you're blocking your root chakra. So if you're blocking your root chakra, you're blocking your energy source. So there is no energy getting up to the rest of the chakras, and eventually,
you're doing too now, chakras.
And eventually you're going to deplete your energy. So things will start, you won't be able to speak your mind, or your third eye will be off, or you don't feel connected to your spirituality. And it's at the point where you're getting stomach aches, so you just have no desires for anything. And we're not just talking about intimacy, but we're also talking about the desires of things that you love to do. What happens is, by being blocked in these particular areas, you're causing more harm. And it's a very difficult thing to get over. And I always recommend going to talk to a grief counselor or a trauma counselor. Those are things that can actually help you out. And again, we're always here to listen as well. So you guys can always call in and definitely get rid of some of this, upload it. And a suggestion, if you guys don't want to talk to anybody about what happened, here's a great idea. Write it on a piece of paper, okay? Get a fireproof bowl, burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it. Let it go. Let it recycle to the universe. Send it up to the universe. Try to get rid of it. And if you have to do that 3 times a day for like a month, do it. Anything that it takes to get rid of it. And every time you do it, it's gone. Like God take it, universe take it, Jesus take it,
aliens take it.
Whatever, Buddha take it, you know, so to speak. Have them just take it for you. Take it. I don't want it. It doesn't serve me anymore. And it's okay sometimes. And that was one of the hardest things for me. It's okay to let go of the grief. That was the hardest.
To not feel grief.
Right. To allow myself to be happy. I don't have the right to be happy. I don't have the right to smile. I don't have the right to succeed because of that grief and what I went through. So yes, I did self-destruct a lot of things in my life. And it took me a lot of years to get back up and stop self-destructing. And then I find myself starting to self-destruct a lot again. And I'm like,
you're catching it
okay, all right, we're not going to do this. I am going to root. I'm going to ground. I have noticed the difference. So our little vacation was a good vacation, but it was an experiment that I wasn't, because I wasn't on here doing it for you guys and explaining it and dealing with the chakras. I also wasn't doing it for myself either.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why we also came back with a new time. Yeah. Because we want to be able to make it more accessible to more people, to be able to get their chakras aligned at a decent hour on a Sunday.
Right.
Because as we know, people are getting ready for their Mondays. They're prepping their meals for the week. They're packing their purses and bags for work tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we're on the East Coast. We're on a different time zone than some of our listeners, but we just chose a different time because I have to get up at 6 a.m.
Another part
and I found myself really getting tired, surviving off of 6 hours sleep all day.
Yeah.
Because napping is not my thing. So, that's one of them.
Yeah.
So, all right, now.
When she's tired, she still doesn't show she's tired.
Yeah.
But she's tired.
I do.
But she's tired.
Yeah.
I know she's tired. You should
and
not say you're tired.
No, tired. I won't. But see, now that it's like, okay, it's at an earlier time, then I know it's good. In other words, sometimes I've done my show at 8 o'clock and I'm like, I'm ready to just go.
Right.
But I won't because my son's still up, but that's not the point, you know? Yeah. So it's that connection thing. So now an overactive root chakra can actually trigger extreme feelings of insecurity. So
root
there's
chakra.
a balance, your root chakra. Now, you know what happens when it's blocked. Now it can be overactive and cause a lot of issues too.
Too grounded now.
Yes.
When is too much too much?
When is too much too much? Do you feel insecure? How many people out there are feeling insecure about things? Are you feeling insecure about where you live? Are you feeling insecure about the amount of food in your house? Are you feeling insecure about finances? That's all a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you feeling insecure because of anything that deals with your basic needs, your survival?
Mm-hmm.
That's your trigger that you're overactive, because what it does is it takes the issues and adds the insecurities.
So here's another question. How do you deal with it when you're in a couple-like relationship and one is really insecure about things and is all insecure all over the place in the relationship, and the other person is kind of teetering now, being affected by the other person's insecurity?
Well,
how do you deal with that?
As a couple, it's something that every couple must work on together in order to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I've always make sure that the lines of communication are open. That's the thing you need. It's sometimes situations do arise, an illness, when the person that was there and kept you balanced falls. So then you're kind of flailing like a fish out of water for a bit until you learn to take that control back, and it's a really difficult thing to do. But if you aren't both willing to work on it in order to maintain that stability, it's a situation that is going to cause issue, and that's why some couples grow apart. It's
And that
what
could
happens.
be because of the root chakra, right?
It has a lot to do with all the chakras. You're growing apart because one's off balance, insecure, overactive here, blocked there. It can cause issues.
So very important, guys, that if you're a couple, it's important that you guys get your chakras on together.
That's
and
right.
be very communicative about the different things that you discover along your path of this whole chakra illumination thing. Because it's very important, like Sue's saying, to be the one that is the chakra one or not the chakra one. You know what I mean?
See, that's the thing about my husband. He wasn't the type to sit there and balance chakras, but
Hello, Elizabeth.
here's the thing. I would record a CD. Okay, I do a meditative type CD where he balances chakras. He'd fall asleep to it, and he goes, "Oh, that really did help me sleep. I slept really good." And he wakes up the next day, more energy. So he might not be willing to do the meditation, the techniques by listening to the same thing just before he goes to sleep. Play it, and he falls asleep to it.
He's still getting his chakras
He's still
on.
getting his chakras balanced in a more relaxed state, which he was more comfortable with.
Which we'll talk about more tomorrow night show when we talk about meditation. There's more than one type, guys.
There's 7 different types that
Well, you
I
don't
know.
just say, none of that crap.
No, I can't do that.
No, none of that. We talk about real forms
Now,
of
here's
meditation.
another issue. Now, we just talked about insecurity. How about obsessed with money, possessions, or your health? An over-obsessed person is also the type you're also dealing with an overactive chakra.
So that person is not
Because
grounded
they
at
are
all.
obsessed. No, what happens is they're overactive. They're overactive. They're obsessed. They can't stop obsessing. Okay, and we're not talking about shopaholics. We're talking about obsessions.
Like really
Okay,
obsessed.
literally
Like
obsessed
you're
with money.
obsessed with stalking your ex-boyfriend on social media.
No, we're talking about obsession with money.
Hello, Susie. Hello,
Okay,
Elizabeth. Sorry to hear
literally.
you're sick.
Okay,
I know
obsessions.
somebody
Right,
like that.
Exactly, and you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So there's an obsession there, and that happens from the overactiveness. Okay. Another thing that happens is you're unable to allow change or to let go, and as a result, we get stuck in the same routines, same old job, same old patterns.
Same.
Okay, everything happens the same. This all deals with your chakra being overactive.
So what exactly is happening when somebody says, I'm in a rut? How is the chakra in that, when somebody says, I'm in a rut?
Well, are they stuck, or are they obsessing about being stuck? Are they insecure about being stuck? There's a difference. If they just feel stuck, then they're not getting enough energy. But if they're obsessing about it or they're very insecure about it, then they're overactive. Okay, so these are the things that'll help you.
Okay.
But you really do need to see somebody on occasion to balance them. But if you're the type of person that could just like listen to the show, get the information absorbed, listen to the anything, YouTube, the gurus, anything, listening to them, balancing through sound if that's what works. And again, before the end of the show, you're going to get all the other information as well.
Yeah, and we'll get to hear the bowls again too, and all of that. So that will be coming up for a further aligning right after the break.
It's a new thing we're doing. We're going through one chakra at a time. And we balance the chakras, all of them at the beginning of the show. We take a break and then we balance them again right after break. This way, everybody that came in late still gets your chakras balanced. Okay.
So the first order of business then is pretty much establish whether you have a overgrounded or undergrounded.
Overactive, underactive, and blocked.
So we got the three things we have to figure out from the beginning.
Well, not really. You need to know that there's an issue, and then you want to seek somebody that can actually assist you.
So say, for instance, I'm at home, right? Like some of our listeners.
All right.
Hi, Susie. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, say I'm one of the listeners, and I'm going to be at home, right? All right, so I bought this thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm going through this, and oh my God, I'm going down on my root, right? And my root chakra's all over the place.
Yeah, if it's spinning like this, you're overactive, and that's why we give you guys tools and show you how to use them.
Right, because it is very important to start, like, to actually correctly use your pendulum for these things. So, like, say, oh my God, my pendulum
is your heart chakra right now for the audience.
All right.
And show them. She's going to hold it. She's going to hold it next to her heart. Her heart. That's down, Father. Stop. Say, show me the spin of my heart chakra. You have to hold it by the bead, though.
By the bead, right? Oh, this bead.
Yes. Okay.
See, I wasn't doing it correctly.
See? Show me the spin of my heart chakra, say.
Show me the spin of my heart chakra. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I know she has an issue there.
Yeah, it's not. It's trying to move, but it's not.
Yeah. And then she's slightly blocked, and she's trying to unblock it, and she's having issues.
I am.
And I knew that.
I am, totally.
Okay, and I knew that. Now, see? She has the pendulum.
Yeah, and I'm using it.
All right, so she's using it. Okay, so you can listen, like I said, you can listen to the YouTube channels. You can figure it out that way, and you can say, okay, maybe if it's that blocked, maybe I need to do a little bit of repair.
Yeah, like you know that you need something more.
Now,
okay.
So now you're going to heal it. Heal the chakra, and it's like, okay, get that done. I always do it in threes. And you heal. Okay, I want to do it again. Always breathe in positive, blow out negative. There's another way to do it right there. So in other words, you've got it going. Literally go onto YouTube, re-listen to one of the shows if you need more information. But literally balance, okay? You want to make sure that the person that you're listening to understands that they're streaming at 442 hertz.
You can get like brainwashed.
Okay. Now, what happens if somebody does stream at 440 hertz? It does create an issue. Okay, it can reprogram you, and you don't want to be reprogrammed. You want to work on yourself. You want to allow yourself that freedom. So always remember that.
Well, now you got me curious about my throat chakra. So I got to bring it up like this far?
Bring it up close to your throat. Okay, and you say, show me the spin.
Show me the spin of my throat chakra. I'm blocked there too, aren't I?
Well, if your heart's blocked, guess what else is blocked?
Because of the whole...
Right, so now you go down to the solar plexus because you know you're blocked.
Okay. That's about there, right? Belly button.
3 fingers above the belly button.
Okay.
Do you know the name of it?
The belly button? Show me the solar plexus or the sacral?
Solar plexus is above the sacral.
Okay.
Okay.
Show me the spin of my solar plexus chakra.
And when's the last time you've cleansed that?
A long time.
Yeah.
You want to go even further? So in other words, I'm got the trend going on. I'm pretty blocked today. I was definitely myself needing my chakras done today.
Yeah, I think we kind of bumped it. I'm starting to feel better is what I'm feeling.
And this really is not moving when I want it to move to. And like, I want this to move and tell me that my chakra is good, but my chakras are not good. And my pendulum, my chakra pendulum, help me out. It works.
Yeah, and it does. It really does work. And literally just balancing your chakras, like, where's my stick?
You know, it could be any kind of pendulum too, by the way, guys.
Right, it can be any kind of pendulum.
Any
now,
kind.
as far as the chakra stick, okay, you wake up, you put your feet on the floor, you literally put both hands and just almost like you're praying, and you want to keep the energy there, and you want to definitely keep it with the red down, and of course the others at the top. Put your feet on the ground and literally just imagine each color. This is like a reminder of what the colors are for you. Plus, the crystal energy is going to help give you that energy for the day, and that's why I have a lot of these items. They're really good to utilize.
Yeah, we carry purposely chakra items for you guys because they're really great tools.
Well, actually,
to
our
use.
sponsor does.
Yes. Yes.
Our sponsor.
It's so funny. Our sponsor, okay?
Yeah.
And like, by the way, even if you guys have stuff like this at home.
Anytime.
Okay, anytime.
I have another one here. Hold on.
Yeah, one that's not like
Yeah, of course I do.
So it doesn't matter what kind of pendulum you guys have. This one happens to have chakras on it.
Okay, this is my original pendulum.
That's right. It doesn't have chakras on it, but it can be used to help you with your chakras. Not many of us buy pendulums, right? We don't know what we're doing with them. They just kind of collect dust, right?
Well, not me. I use mine for the chakras and for lost items for my kids.
And it really does work. Help find stuff. It
Yeah,
does.
she says, "Where's your pendulum?" She goes, "I can't find it." I says, "Where's your pendulum?" She goes, "Really?" I says, "Yes, where's your pendulum?"
I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, literally, you just take your pendulum, and it's like, okay, is it in this room? And then it's like, up to me, up and down is yes, side to side is no. Okay, it's in this room. So I'll keep going around the room till I find the area it's in to narrow it down for me. Well, I found how many of my kids' game systems lost in the couch.
I'm telling you.
Literally lost in the couch.
And I found stuff with that same method, so I really can use your pendulums a lot more than you guys
really
realize.
can. It literally, you don't even need to draw a map, or you can draw a map if you're gone, you're out of the house. I can't. Literally, a kid calls you from the landline. I can't find my phone.
Mommy, I can't find my coat, and I can't find my gloves, and I can't find. That's a great idea.
Well,
actually, for the mothers that are at work,
Yeah.
Draw like a map out of your house, and then when your kids call you and say, "Mommy, I can't find this. Where's that?" You grab your pendulum and you go, "Hold on, I'm gonna check."
Well, literally teach kids how to do it is what it is. Okay.
And it's actually pretty fun. Okay, it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. She was shocked. She was like, "You do?" Yes, I do.
Because that's one
Game Boys. That was it. The little mini square Game Boys. They got lost in the bloody couch every time.
Oh, those things were horrible.
Every time.
They were absolutely horrible. Keys too is a big one. They can help you find your keys, guys.
All right, we are going to take a short break.
Alrighty.
And then we're going to be back, and we're going to do another set of balancing you with the bowls. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the issues. We're going to get into anger and short temper, greediness. We're going to get into all of these and talk about them. Try to talk through them, and that's what I want to do. I want to help you psychologically get through things that are actually going through. So we are going to be back right after this. Check it out. See it? everybody. We are back.
Hi, hi, hi.
Yeah, should be able to see us real
We are
soon.
back working on our chakras today. We're getting our chakras on. So
Been
for all of you guys,
a
single or in a couple, or call your friends and everybody get their chakras on. I tell you.
You know, it's a
good thing.
really, really good thing to have because every single chakra, each individual chakra definitely has their issues. So, and again, without further ado, we're going to go through all of the chakras again.
That's right, guys.
We're going to balance them, and then we're going to do a little bit more talking about the root. Because it's been a while, I decided to start at the beginning and work our way all the way up to the crown.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
as we go
yeah.
along, you guys will become more comfortable, more confident, more clear. You can always refer back to a show in case you've missed some of the earlier items. It's always available on iTunes, iHeart, Google Play, anywhere you can download ATU Network is available.
That's right, guys. So that means anywhere and everywhere you can get your chakras on.
And don't forget to check out our sponsors, Susan Swanbeck, ATU, and Awakening Spirit and Productions.
That's right,
All right,
guys.
so
You
here
get all your
we're
media
going to start
products.
with the root chakra. The root chakra, we're going to start. We're going to work our way all the way up. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Ready.
I'm ready to get my root on.
All right, here we go. Remember to close your eyes, spin clockwise. We're starting off with the root. Solar plexus. matter?
I don't know, my eyes started watering. Seriously. And I felt like when you got to the throat chakra.
Yeah. Things wanted to come out.
Yeah, and
because it's what happens is a lot of times, when I'm doing this, the energy itself will push itself when something's clogged.
Definitely.
It's just it's something that actually happens.
I know what I gotta do now.
Yeah.
I know what I gotta do now.
There you go. Now, let's get back into this. How's everybody? Who else we got here? Who else we got in our chat room?
We got Brenda, Susie, Elizabeth. All right.
New time. Everybody's going to get used to it. It's just getting difficult for me to do a show until 10 and then get up at 6 by the time you wind down. So.
Oh, yeah.
So we also actually have some physical symptoms when we're dealing with the root chakra. Okay. Now, these can actually include bladder problems, constipation, shocker, fatigue, fatigue, guys, fatigue. What do we take? The root chakra is your energy center. So because it is your energy center, if you're not grounded enough, you don't have enough energy to feed the other chakras. You have to remember that.
That is so true.
Okay, so a plant will root down as far as it can to get water. But when it starts to feel starved, what happens to the top of the plant? The top of the plant, some of the top of the plant will actually die.
It will. Turn yellow, fall right off.
Think of it that way. So then you know that there is an issue with the roots when you're dealing with plants. So if there's an issue with roots, there's an issue with the root chakra. Okay, try to think of it that way. Now, some non-physical symptoms we're going to talk about right now. And again, your input would be wonderful right here. Okay, how many people are dealing with somebody with anger? Anger issues. Non-stop anger issues.
Can I say amen? I know somebody like that. I totally know somebody like that.
Yeah, and literally, I'm telling you, it really does stem from the root. It's not
contaminated.
And again, it's not the whole reason why somebody is angry all the time. It could be a multitude of different type of psychological conditions or conditioning, or maybe a retrospect of them just trying to throw other people off the way. So it isn't necessarily always the root chakra, but it could be. The root chakra could have something to do with the heart. Why somebody is angry.
The anger thingy. I know.
Yeah.
You know what? When you're angry, I just feel like when I'm angry, I feel dirty when I'm angry.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's just such a wrong emotion to feel.
Right.
And then when I see somebody who's got those anger issues so deeply ingrained in them, I just feel disgusted by that type of energy. I do. You know, because the anger will contaminate your entire freaking body.
Here's the thing, guys. Your anger doesn't always come out as explosive. It can come out in tears. It can come out in stress. It can come out in withdrawal. Everybody actually feels anger differently.
That's right.
Differently. Everybody feels anger differently. Now, I can get angry, but it takes a lot before I do what is known as explode. I was one of those parents that I was very quiet. Okay? I did not, in other words, when I reached my explosion point, they knew. Okay, that's it. Her head just blew off. She's done.
Yep.
Okay, she is done.
My son used to call me the nuclear weapon. He would call me, he said, Mom, I'm only going to call you in if I absolutely need you because you're like Hiroshima. He did for the longest time. I'm the nuclear weapon to my son, literally. But I mean, I've gotten over anger issues, but I still, like, we always have to deal with other people with anger issues.
Yes, you do.
So it's very hard.
All right.
Menopause does not help, Susan.
No, menopause doesn't help. That's
tough.
You are actually dealing a lot with your sacral chakra on that one. So you're dealing with the root and the sacral when you come with that. It's something that I've already been through totally, believe it or not. Yay me! So
I'm a past menopausal too. She's a past menopausal.
Yeah, and now I'm starting to lose the weight.
Now we're just condemned now.
I'm not gonna
Shut down, demolished.
I love it.
Sold to a third world country. It's just gone. It's gone. But menopausal hormones make you feel wonky.
Right, because
All
you're
over
dealing
the
a
place.
lot with, you could be dealing with some deep inner issues, but you're also dealing with your, which we'll be talking about next week, which is your sacral chakra.
Right.
There's a lot to deal with in there. And they're like,
Right.
there's a lot to deal with your root. Okay?
Again, like we say, if the root's not right, it's the rest of it can't possibly be right. Because you
Exactly.
need it to be funneled through your root chakra first. It's like, okay, when you start a paddleboard, you go to the first one, the water starts spinning this way, right?
Right.
So now the water's spinning. So what does it do? It makes the second one spin.
Right.
Then it makes the third one spin. Then
Exactly.
Up and up and up and up and up.
So if you have, like Michelle, I knew that her heart chakra was blocked after what she's been going through. I knew it.
Mhm.
So if her heart chakra is blocked, nothing else is going to work right.
Yeah.
Why?
That's
Because
like
the
a headache.
energy isn't going to where
Yeah,
it's
I
supposed
have
to.
this very strange headache right here.
Is it starting to go away?
It is starting to go away. I can still feel it though,
But it's starting
but
to
it's
go
starting to go away. I mean,
Yeah.
I took so much Tylenol today for this thing, but I get it. It's because
Right.
of, and then not to then if you go up through the chakras, then I get to a point where my stomach is in knots because now I'm dealing with
Right.
issues. So that's causing that chakra to go wonky.
Right.
And then you get up to the throat chakra, and I can't say certain things because I have a 96-year-old lady that I got to worry about her feelings, but yet at the same time she's demanding answers and communication and responses
Right.
from me. But again, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's tough. And then because you want to keep the peace, now you're going up above to your other chakra, and you're trying to be empathic to everybody else around you and take everybody else's feelings into account, disregarding your own, mind
So
you.
what did we talk about? Traumatic events. And again, traumatic events doesn't necessarily mean a loss or something really negative
Right.
happen. It could deal a lot with family issues also.
Family,
is
family,
that.
family.
Now, how many of you are short-tempered?
Ooh.
How many people can
Short-tempered people, guys.
flip switch?
You know what I
temper?
mean? All of a sudden your toast is burnt and you're like, freak this goddamn type of bread, I don't care, I'm gonna stop buying Wonder, I don't like these stores, the damn bread's contaminated, screwed up.
I happen to know somebody that's extremely short-tempered. Fine 1 minute,
First
and then
Michelle, right? Boom! Yeah, I'm telling you.
next.
It's so true though.
Yeah.
I mean, oh God, like,
I'm not talking about you.
no, I know, but I'm saying, I like, it's, you don't even expect it sometimes. Like, what may even just come out of you. Like, you might even be the short-tempered one, and you don't know because it doesn't dawn on you. But the
No.
people on the outside looking in can tell that.
Yeah, it's almost like I hate to say this, but a lot of times I literally have looked at somebody and say, okay, who pissed in your Cheerios? I mean, I literally want to know who pissed in your Cheerios today.
Yep. Yep.
You know, I've come out with the weirdest comments because it's like, where is this
What
coming
about
from?
the other day?
And that's the thing. You do not know
You don't know.
where it's coming
Here's
from.
a perfect example. When you were at Walmart that day, and you said you had that teller that was you were trying to crack jokes and everything, make him smile, make him, and he was just a sourpuss.
I want to laugh. I would have stayed home and played video games.
He literally said
I had
that.
to work. My mother
literally
said I had to work.
He said it to a customer.
He's a grown
A
man.
customer was trying to make him laugh and smile and make his day bright and cheery and
I
sunny.
crack jokes with everybody.
But he was right after it. I don't like to smile. I'm not happy. I'm a miserable human being. I like staying this way.
Well, I did say something
Pretty
to him
much.
when I left.
Yeah.
I told him I demand that you have a better day.
Yeah. Next time we run across people, I'm gonna be. You know what? You need to get your chakra on. That's what you need to do. But it's like, girl, you need to get your chakra cleaned
It
up.
wasn't a temper. That was just
But he was though.
nope. Wasn't a temper. He was very don't want to be here. Don't really care type thing. You know.
And you tried so hard, and we do this all the time. Like we go to the bank and we want to cheer up the bank tellers because they're at work, so their day sucks, right? They're working, right?
Sometimes I'm just in a rush.
Yeah, but I mean, I always try to make a point of always saying thank you and please and have a nice day.
Right.
You know, things like that.
Okay, so what does that have to do with short-tempered?
Because
Does it bother you if somebody doesn't say please, thank you, and have a nice day?
it does. It does.
All right, there
It
you
does
go.
because I'm always very much, and I will do this. I'll be like, thank you, and they say nothing back. I'll say, well, thank you. I say thank you, until they finally go, you're welcome. Like, thanks. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I always feel like I gotta remind people to be nice. You gotta remind people to be nice. So when somebody's not immediately nice back, yeah, that pisses me off.
See? Short-tempered.
It's true.
She's short-tempered.
Yeah. But it was the most stupidest thing.
That's your root chakra.
That's my root chakra.
That's it.
And if I say thank you to you, I expect a you're welcome. If I say hi, I want a hi back. If I say, please, would you mind giving me that? Oh, thank you. You're welcome. You know, this cordial interaction. So yeah, that pisses me off. People don't know manners. There's no manners these days.
We live in the city. Nobody knows
There's
manners.
no manners.
Here's another one for you. Belligerence.
Oh, yes. I'm that way too.
What is belligerence, Michelle?
When you're stubbornly stuck on the same subject over and over and over again, and it still bothers you, and the more it bothers you, the more it bothers you. So it bothers you because it bothered you so much, and it bothered you even more than regular. But it bothered you.
Uh-huh.
That's belligerence.
You notice you repeat that several times.
Because I'm belligerent.
So how many other individuals out there are having an issue with either yourself, you notice you're belligerent, or other? I am a little belligerent when it comes to certain things.
I think we all are, though.
Yes, I am when it comes to certain things. Like, I expect my measuring cups and spoons to be in my drawer. And I always check. And I always check because I had a daughter who used to take them in her room for stupid stuff. So I would have to constantly go chase down my items every time I wanted to cook. They have to be in this drawer.
So you know where it is when you want it.
So now we're dealing with, think of it this way, this is something stupid, but try to think. We're dealing with past issues, right? Trauma.
Right.
Okay, trauma to a person who likes to bake to calm down, and then you can't find the measuring shit, so it pisses you off. Mm-hmm. So there you go, the short temper, you get short-tempered, you get the anger because you know the items should leave one bedroom and go into the sink if you use it. But baking items should be for baking only. So yes, I do get a little belligerent about that.
Well, I mean, because that's your thing. Like, you're the baker.
That is
when you
my
go to
stress reliever.
You expect to have the tools of the trade right there for you for
yes,
when you
I do.
need it.
Yes, I do.
Okay?
Now, we were talking back in the day.
But I find that's like how I feel about the my voice thing and expecting people to say thank you and you're welcome and all that. It's like you are about making sure it's there. I like, for me, it's not, the interaction's not complete. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not every time I'm in the kitchen, I check to see if they're there.
Just to make sure it's there.
Yeah, I make sure that they're all there.
Yeah.
And then you'll notice, it's like Michelle will be sitting on the couch. This is just, like I said, a stupid example. Okay, Michelle will be sitting on the couch and say, I can't find one. She knows exactly what I mean. So I've got to dig through the entire drawer to make sure that all the measuring spoons are together and all the measuring cups are together.
Yeah, and I don't bake.
She goes, keep looking, you'll find it.
It's there. It's there.
It's like,
you know what I mean? But I mean,
and she knows I'm not accusing her of taking a teaspoon to go stir her coffee with in her bedroom or anything like that, you know, she knows I'm
silver on the black market.
So, and it's just one of my belligerent
It's just a pet peeve. It's a certain thing, you know?
Pet peeve, belligerence.
We also have our little wonky things, right?
Right, but is it wonky? And if somebody did walk in and didn't understand me checking my items or why I was checking those items, they'd automatically feel what?
That you were belligerent?
Accused.
Oh, okay.
They would automatically feel, I just got here. She thinks I stole something already?
Oh.
No. That's not what it is. So now we have this psychological issue going on with somebody else is feeling it. So of course they're going to get angry. And what happens when people get angry? A lot of times they look guilty, and that's not what it's about.
They're just angry because they were angry about you being angry.
Yeah.
So in
other words, you end up with this big ball of a bunch of angry people over a teaspoon measuring cup.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you forget what it really was about.
Yeah, you end up on many different topics.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. So
3 years ago, you didn't open the door and said, when I opened it, you didn't say please, thank you. Why didn't you say please and thank you?
And then she does that all the time. She'll literally, when she's mad, she'll go back to a topic that she solved, I don't know, 50 years ago. She's not even that old yet.
Yeah.
She'll be top of the womb.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my mother probably did.
That's one of her things.
Yeah.
That's one of her things. So, and that's what happens. So that's why, like, the short temper, the anger, those are things that we need to look out for, because it causes what? The insecurities. And when somebody is insecure, they get angry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you follow me here.
Think about that.
Follow me here.
Think about back in the day in high school, right? Think back in high school, right? All the insecurities, right?
None.
Right? But some people do.
Yeah.
Some people literally, once they go to high school, that's when all they start determining what their actual insecurities are, right? Because now they're wondering, does this my outfit okay? Is somebody talking about me? Is somebody making fun of me? Is my locker clean? Am I wearing the right sneakers to gym? And I mean, it's like a boiling pot.
Yeah, I was never like that. I was never like that.
I wasn't, but I could see it with
I
other
was the
people.
one they came to when they get picked up.
I was the morning announcement
I was
girl.
also the only girl that got a ride home from one of the tribesmen.
Yeah.
So it's just.
But see, I was the type of person, you were probably like me, where we helped other people get over the insecurities.
Oh, no, I did
time.
better than that.
What did you do?
I beat them up. I beat up the ones that made fun of them.
So you beat up the ones that made them feel insecure in the first place.
Yeah.
So now you took away their insecurity.
Pretty much.
So they're not insecure anymore.
No, because they felt safe.
What's that word?
Well, I didn't always beat them up, but there was always
But I'm
plenty
sure
of
you
people
were
that
like the
were
one to say, don't talk about that person like that. Don't make fun of that person. What, hey, green hair's cool. Hey, what do you mean she's fat? I'm fat. I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it could be.
Yeah, I was very, don't do that to the underdog. It's just not.
I would grab the morning.
Yeah.
This is Michelle Myers. I'm doing the morning announcements today. So before I get to the Statue of Liberty and everybody stand up and do the Star Spangled Banner and all that stuff, I want to tell the person who was making fun of that poor child in gym today because he had one red sock, one green sock. You know what? It don't have to match. It still sucks.
Yeah, but in my day, that was like Punky Brewster, so it was a thing.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But I would make sure though, sometimes with the things that I did, I don't know if that was my mean girl thing or what.
Yeah, I didn't like the mean girls. I did not hang out with the mean girls. It's not who I was.
But I wondered if that was a mean girl thing I did.
I didn't embarrass them. I gave them a chance. I always gave somebody a chance.
Yeah.
But if you did it again, then your chance was gone.
Gone, over with, done with.
Yeah.
But when does it go down to that? We go through all these topics, and what does it come down to? You feeling safe. Safe with shelter, safe with money, safe with food, safe with, whatever makes you happy in your world. Like, Sue loves to learn.
Yes.
You know how nuts she would be if she learned everything in the universe and ran out of stuff to learn?
Oh my God.
You want to see short-tempered angry? I can promise you guys that there will come a time when she's learned everything, including plumbing and electricity. She's gonna go.
I read a book once because I needed to rewire something, so I just did it.
Bingo! There's not anything she can't do. She learns. She learns like
I like to learn.
Okay, what if you could learn them more? Would you feel safe?
Look, if I was blind, I'd learn Braille. So, let's talk about impatience.
There you go.
I used to be very impatient. Very. I'm not so much impatient anymore.
Patience is a virtue. That's one of the things
on
I work on too. Yeah. Well, eventually I learned that
I am very
look,
when I know I can do something and I can't figure it out, it ticks me off. My impatientness turns into anger, and everybody is walking by the office door, and I'm going, son of a bitch, you stupid. I'm sitting here calling myself names because I can't figure this out. It's like I know I can freaking do it. I'm sitting here having a conversation with myself, yelling at myself.
And I talk to my dog.
Yeah. So, and
you don't listen to me either. The dog don't listen to me either.
Don't listen to me.
But he don't listen to me. I don't know about you.
Listens to me.
But listen to me. All punky and stuff.
Yeah, if they want to get away with anything, they go see Michelle. Yeah. But when it's disciplinarian time and it's just one look, they're done.
Auntie Sue.
It's like, oh man.
From honest about true fact, that is exactly how it is.
Yep.
Okay.
All I gotta do is stand up.
Okay. But I was so much like, and they just know. They
really just the stare.
They just know. They just know. You know what I mean? So
they did.
Yeah, but I hear you yelling at your computer and talking to it all. freaking son of a freaking.
Yeah, my son's so used to it, he'll just shut the door. Michelle walks back and forth, and she doesn't know whether to come in or not.
So wait till the screen slows down a little bit. I may eat your coffee.
Yeah, that's what she says. Hey, coffee, it's fresh. Joe goes, he shuts the door.
I try to find out if it's safe first.
But I'm not yelling at anybody but myself.
But sometimes we do that though to ourselves.
How many others out there yell at themselves? It's like you go to do something, you know how to do it, right? It's like you know where you put your keys, right? And you swear to God you looked there, but you didn't look there, and you find your keys exactly where you left them, and you go, you stupid idiot.
Right? How many times do we see
Like, come on,
our
you
kids?
moron.
Yeah.
And literally, some guy goes, what? No, me.
I'm a moron, goddammit! Let me be a moron, okay? I want to have a moron moment. I want a moron moment right now. Have that moment, though.
Literally, it happens that way.
Susie Montes says she has more patience now that she's older than she was younger.
Yes.
That
is actually very true.
Yeah.
Patience is something we all learn. We
really
all
is a
have to
learned
learn
trait.
these. Yes, it really is.
Yeah.
I still get impatient.
Think about when we bring our kids up, right? What's the number one thing that we have to teach these damn kids, right?
Patience.
Patience. I want my food now. I want my binky now. I want a blankie now.
Yeah, it's
now.
not gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's what they learn.
Yeah.
That's when you guys actually start to learn.
Right,
Patience.
But it's my kids were always honorary until they could hold something. They were never very big on the binkies. They would have a binky until they could actually hold something. Once they could hold it and grab it,
they were good. That was my son Adam, but Tabitha was a binky girl.
Yeah.
And I could tell she was going to grow up and be insecure then.
Yeah.
I said it those damn 24 years ago. I said, this child came out screaming. I said, she's already going to have issues with her self-esteem.
I had one that came out hungry. He just wouldn't stop crying. I look at the nurse. I said, he's hungry. He said, what are you talking about? I said, I'm telling you, he's hungry.
Right.
He drank all 5 ounces right there. Right after he was delivered.
Wow.
Told you he was hungry. And then he just like blip, blip, blip a few times. All that changed up and he's all
my daughter, I already had insecurities the day she was born. You know why? You know why? She didn't like my boobies. She didn't like my boobies. All the doctors and the nurses and those freaking breastfeeding nurses, and they're sticking the baby on you like, suck it, bitch, suck it. Okay, and she hated it. She hated my breasts. I knew right off the rip. I said, you know what? This what the heck is up with this girl? First they tell you take away your beauty, right? They say that thing that when you're pregnant for a girl that supposedly they take away your beauty. Okay? Yeah, well she took away my self-esteem about my boobies too. Along with my booby, without my whole thing. Yeah.
Well, guess what? We have solutions for this.
We have breast augmentation these days.
No, actually, we have more than chakra bowls.
We do?
Yes. We actually have some essential oils that you guys can work with.
They're
that'll
hearing
help.
static. She says when you talk soft, it sounds good, but it's static. They're hearing static. It's static.
Oh, just turn the mic down, that's all.
All right, guys, let us know if that's any better.
Is that the gain? That's the gain. Hold on. There we go.
But I tell you, I knew my daughter was going to have these issues.
Hold on.
I was going to have issues from the day one with that girl. Day one. I was in labor for that kid for 3 days. You want to talk learning patience? You want to talk learning patience? 3 days in labor. And then she came out yelling at me. She came out yelling at me.
All right.
And didn't like my boobs.
All right, we got about 24 minutes left. So
Already?
Yep. So we're going to give you some other items you can actually use to help you with these.
I know everyone's going, oh my God, was I mean to that girl back in high school that time? Well, I got my 25-year class reunion. Do I apologize to these people?
Oh, if you feel the need.
Oh, because, they did get a hold of me because of the whole thingy, right? And I was the morning speaker girl.
Yeah.
So I have to welcome the class of 1994 back to NBHS and all that other baloney. So I'm taking the mic again that day.
You don't have an issue with that?
I don't have an issue with that, but I wonder if I should apologize once I actually do have the opportunity and just apologize one time to everybody instead of just going, hi. Oh, you're that poor girl that said, oh, I'm so sorry. If I did anything to you, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're that guy that I said, I don't want to date you because you had that one really big ear. So, you know what I mean? Like, kind of
We're
things like
going
that.
to talk about aromatherapy now.
I need that so badly.
Okay. So,
Want a therapy in my life, please?
All right. So
Please.
some of the essential oils that you can actually utilize to work with.
Get a pen and paper, guys.
Okay. Is benzoin, cedarwood, frankincense, myrrh, oak moss, spikenard, patchouli,
Patchouli.
cypress,
Oh, yes. Sounds good.
and vitter.
See that, guys?
Really good oils to work with.
So, another tool
Well,
to deal with your chakras.
There's more.
Yes.
There's more.
Oh my God, really the tip of the iceberg, guys. There's herbs, there's oils, there's yoga poses, there's hand signals and stuff. There's all kinds of tools, guys. So this is why you guys need to tune in every 6 to 8, every Sunday, for us to get our chakras on.
That's
And
right. We're going to start with the root. We're going to go all the way up. And then we're going to start at the root again.
We're going to help give you guys tools.
Right,
to
and we're always here to
next.
talk through particular issues on a certain chakra. If the issue actually relates to the chakra, please feel free to call.
Yeah, call.
Yes, this is what we're here for. All right, so now we're going to actually be talking about herb spices. Yum, 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 yum.
Nom, 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 nom.
Okay, some of the herbs and spices are burdock, cloves and clover, and dandelion, rosemary, horseradish, hot paprika, chives, cayenne pepper.
So guys, I know a few of those you can incorporate into your own daily diet, by the way,
Yep.
and it will help you. Conscious effort, guys, to actually use these things for your chakras, for the purposes of your chakras. Okay.
Yep.
You don't want to be the mean girl. You don't want to be Mrs. Impatient.
We're dealing, I think, right now with all the doubts. But
Yeah.
okay, now any red or dark colored brown or red or brown spice, herb, or food you could use for this. What it's going to do is and again, earthy tastes, anything that tastes earthy, really, really good for you.
Okay.
As far as
So-
dealing with that.
Mushrooms?
Does it taste earthy? Do they grow from the ground?
Yes, they do.
Unless you're allergic, don't eat them.
And that, don't eat them.
Alright, so now we're going to talk to you about some crystals.
Crystals that can help you with this. Check it out, guys. We have all of your chakra tools.
Alright.
So if you guys have a hard time finding them, you can purchase them from
Now,
us.
we're going to talk about carnelian first.
Which is this one.
Well, actually, I think that's red jasper on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
'cause
is.
This is...
This is the carnelian because this one's more redder.
yes. So it depends on the red.
So see the
Alright,
two tools,
so-
guys?
Now, carnelian in itself is actually, the gemstones are actually excellent for the base chakra. There's also an orange carnelian that's good for the sacral chakra. Now, the red carnelian crystal is ideal to heal your base chakra. Now, if you're dealing with something that's healing it, having a bracelet with red carnelian in it, because you figure when you walk it's down, that's a really good item to have.
Bingo.
That's one of the other reasons I started making jewelry. Or wait a minute, our sponsors started making jewelry.
It's us, guys.
Garnet.
Shh. It's actually us. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Garnet.
Garnet.
Okay,
good
garnet actually is a crystal that will clear and heal your root chakra. So not only is it going to clear it, it's going to heal it as
Which-
well.
God, guys, get
Okay.
yourselves a little bracelet
Okay,
like this.
literally. So what happens is it's actually excellent, and they do make beautiful bracelets and rings. You can wear them as a ring too. Garnet essence in an elixir, like we do have the bottles, the water bottles. That's what they call an elixir because you're getting the energy from your crystals actually charging you in order to help you for a certain benefit. That's why we have two different kinds, one for a particular purpose and another one that does have the loose crystals in it, so you can actually change it out for what you need.
You can put your
Yep.
chakra crystals in there, and off you go to have your day.
Right.
You're drinking your water, and you can add all of your chakra needs right in here in the bottom, and off you go prepared for the day to help
There
keep
you
your
go.
chakras the way they need to be.
All
Very
right.
important.
Now, and again, it's we're dealing with it actually clears away impurities too, and it's going to help energize you. Now, another one, of course, is tourmaline. Especially the black tourmaline.
Which is all the
Yes. Now, black tourmaline is excellent for the base chakra crystal. Black tourmaline will help you heal your root chakra and balance your Mandarin from your crown to your root. So it's going to keep them all balanced is what it's going to do. Now, let's see. Red or rutilated tourmaline heals the base chakra and the heart chakra, making it ideal for recovery in matters of the heart. Rutilated essence as an elixir, like we're talking about, the essence, the water bottles is what we're talking about when we're talking about that, actually can help keep the healing going all day long. That's why the water bottles. Tiger's Eye is another one. Now, Tiger's Eye works on the bottom 3 chakras.
Awesome crystal, guys.
Works on the crown. It works on the sacral and the solar plexus. Now, this particular gemstone is actually an empowering crystal that actually resonates with the root chakra as well as the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. The combination of Tiger's Eye and tourmaline, especially the black tourmaline, it makes a very gorgeous bracelet, of course, but you're also going to get the benefits of those particular crystals. You're going to, at least the bottom 3 chakras will all be balanced and take care of that. So plus, the tourmaline does deal with psychic connection.
Pop them right into the bottom of your water bottle.
Or wear it in a bracelet.
Yes, sir. Stuff it in your bra, in your pocket. Or
it's better as a bracelet because it's lower when you walk.
That's right, guys.
Right. So better as a bracelet. No, the chakra ones. Or just black tourmaline and things like that. Okay, so meditation is another one that's really good for this particular chakra. Sound healing, like we were talking about, sound healing is really good for this. Also, and like I said, meditation, sound healing, yoga. A mountain pose. Now, a mountain pose is when you're standing with your feet the same width as your hips. Okay? You kind of put your hands in praying hands is what you're doing. Okay? Now you're just standing flat foot and you want to slowly bring your hands up this way, up over your head. It's called a mountain pose, is what it is. Okay? So it starts here, right here at your breastplate, and you hold it up. That's the mountain pose. That's really going to help you. Another thing that's really going to help you is your affirmations. Literally, you can say your affirmations after you brush your teeth, or you put on your makeup, or you put on your eyeliner. You can say affirmations at the same time when you're getting ready for work. Okay, you can say them while you're sitting on the toilet if that's all you have time to do. Some of your affirmations that are going to help you with this is, I accept all the abundance in my life. Some people don't accept what they have coming to them.
Take it all, guys, the good and the bad, because that's what life is.
Nourish my mind, body, and spirit. Okay. My energy is grounded to bring in a healthy energy flow. Believe everything that you're saying, so make the affirmation fit you. I have everything I need for an abundant life. That one's really good for somebody that's insecure about everyday life necessities.
Yeah, you're feeling anxious about your stuff going on in your life.
Now, Michelle is going to talk to you a little bit about hand signals here.
All right, I want to bring that up too, by the way, because in this whole chakra, getting your chakra on business, everything has an alignment. So, like, each and every one of the bowls that she plays has its own specific note. As every single bowl, every single chakra has a specific color, has its specific hand mudra, and it also has the sound, that seed sound that Sue was talking about. So today, because we're going to be working on the root chakra, we're going to want to do the Lam, which is the elongated A.
Right.
So the Lam.
See, she's learning.
I am learning to get my chakra on, guys. All right, and this for the root chakra, it's kind of like the one that we've all seen on TV and all that. You put 2 fingers together like this.
Like the OK symbol.
Yep, like the OK symbol.
Yeah.
And then you put your hands right on your knees because you're going to be standing like...
Or sitting.
Or sitting in the... Whichever is actually comfortable. You know, if you have your feet fall asleep or something. You know, one of those things. And you do that. And say you now, mind you, like she said, there's an affirmation along with this one. But say you don't have time to do anything else. But you have time to do that. Even if it's 5 minutes or 2 minutes before you got to go to work. You can use the seed sound, right? Lam. 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 Okay?
Show it.
I'm using your mudras, right? The okay, hey, okay.
Okay, hey.
And you just do it. You're in your car, you got your eyes closed, you're focusing on going down, stepping my better foot forward, and I don't have time to say I'm awesome, but I am awesome, so I'm just gonna go la.
Does anybody else but me find this hilarious?
I'm dead serious. So guys, get those lambs out of you. Get it from the deep down deep.
Do you want the end very short? Lam.
Do it, okay? Lam. Like, do it with due diligence. Like, take this for real, boy. You just like you're gonna cast a spell, or you're gonna release the demons. Okay? You're gonna release the demons, right? You're gonna
Okay, do you think we've lambed out enough here?
But that's the only time you got. And you gotta run it out. Run it out, guys.
Okay, you can stop yelling.
I get so passionate about that one. The seed sounds do it for me, guys.
Oh,
I'm like, don't need a mantra drill, but like, if I didn't have time, I would be like, I can't think of what all them are right now, but I can remember long. You know what I'm saying? I can remember long. I can remember long. I may not be able to remember what the mantra is for that seed sound and all that, but I know that the long. So I'm going to start off with the long, right? And then what's that lama lama ding dong thing that you say?
No, it's lam. Read them. If you want to balance all your chakras, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was just getting the bulls out of the way.
Alright, so we drill the lam, the vam, the ram, the yam, not yam, yam, ham, no, ham, and ong. And ong. I'm trying to have a Portuguese accent.
Ram, ham, om. Nothing for the crown.
Nothing. You just be quiet.
Silent, and then you repeat it.
Lam, vam, ram, yam, ham, om. Like, really feel it, guys.
Right. So not only are you working that, you're also working your throat chakra at the same time.
Right. So we're gonna learn the association with this. It's 2 okays. They're gonna go on your, like, rested comfortably, but the okay, hey, okay, and just have that there. And remember,
It's actually using the seed sounds is really good, especially when you're starting to feel that short-temperedness going on.
yes,
That really, it really does work.
it helps send you
quite a
right
bit.
back to like
Yep.
where you're supposed to be. Cause say the first half of your work is going crazy, you're having a miserable day, right? So you finally make it to your lunch break and you're sitting in your car. Okay? You're sitting in your car and you're feeling stressed, right? Red rum, yeah.
Red rum, red rum.
The other employees will learn to stay all away from you and stop bothering you. Because this is the time you're in your car going, rum, right? Right? And so your employees across the parking lot look at you and go, what the hell is she doing? You know, that girl is just definitely not, I'm going to just leave her alone, which is great, because it doesn't mess with your energy. Doesn't mess with your energy. But the point is if you need it,
Yes,
do it
exactly.
again.
Because these things that we're talking about, again, we talked about the root chakra today. Okay, we will continue with the talk about the chakras, but we're going to deal with the sacral chakra next week. So the new show time is from 6 to 8, guys.
Yep.
Wednesday, it still is going to be the 8 o'clock because we do have guests.
Now it works for other time zones, guys, so we're keeping it that way.
We're talking about Eastern time.
And
Eastern
what we're trying to do
time.
is just make your Sunday be about preparing for your Monday.
Right.
And get ready to go
So,
with the chakra.
now-
Ready to do it.
The new schedule. Sunday, Healing Sundays is from 6 to 8.
Bingo.
Monday is teaching from 6 to 8.
Hey.
Tuesdays is readings from 6 to 8.
Yes, guys.
Wednesday is mystery guests.
From 8 to 10
The
on one
mystery
day.
guests is 8 to 10.
Yep. Yep.
Because, some of the guests can't be on so early. But if they want to do, the 6 to 8, we can. But we have to keep a
We can
level
do it.
time for everything.
We can do a 6 to 8.
Right.
But the thing is, this also gives us more time to work with you guys. Say you're
Yeah.
having an issue, you need to contact us after the show.
Yeah, I would be like, oh, get on the thing, I gotta go to bed.
Right? We're making ourselves more available to you
Exactly.
guys. Instead of less available, honestly, we're really trying to be there more for you guys. This is an after dinner time for most people.
Yeah.
After work where you want to sit down, put your feet up type of thing.
Right.
So why not get your chakras on, guys? Why not? I don't see why not.
Definitely.
Meditation
tomorrow.
Yeah, so meditation now is another part. So we're going to learn about the different types of meditation tomorrow. We're going to go through it from 6 to 8 Eastern time. We're going to rock the meditations because tomorrow's teachings. So that's what we're going to do. A little bit change in our schedule, a little bit in your routine, but it's because we really feel that this is very, very important.
We just wanted it. We just chose the times because we did. That's all.
Yeah.
So.
It works out great for us. Hopefully it works out great for you guys. We're here for more availability, and we're glad that you guys joined us today getting our chakras on.
Well, there are some individuals right now that'll be cooking dinner and laughing all at the same time, so that's awesome too.
Yeah, why not turn this on while you're cooking dinner? And you know why you're stirring that stew? Long, like really get into it, like you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
Teach your kids, seriously. Drive them to school and start going, have everybody in the car doing it.
Yeah, it's posted right on ATU Network. I put the new show time, Sonny. It's 6 to 8.
Thank you guys
6
so
to
much.
8, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is 6 to 8.
It's never too late, guys, to learn how to do these things.
Right.
I want you guys to understand that too.
Yep.
You can feel, when you feel silly doing it the first time, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't feel silly.
I don't feel silly doing it.
If you're worried about feeling silly, make sure one of your kids or your grandkids are around so you can embarrass them doing it in public.
Yeah, guys.
No, just kidding.
Totally.
No, it really is extremely helpful. So there's a lot of issues that you guys deal with, and it's not just you. You may be dealing with somebody who has the short temper, or you're dealing with somebody who has the obsessiveness, or the greediness, or it feels like, oh my God, this kid's got bipolar. What's going on? Literally, see if you can figure it out in a different retrospect in order to help them on more of a
sometimes
psychological
it's a simple
level.
solution.
Right.
Like we overthink things.
Right.
Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it basic.
Yep.
Because you know what, maybe they think it's crazy that you're doing this, but you know what, next time they join you and they wonder why I feel so good.
Yeah.
Why do I feel so good after doing that?
Oh, my kids think I'm nuts, but I'm okay with that.
I don't care. I'm happy and crazy. And
I'm cool with it.
I'm ramming and ding-donging and right up.
Oh my God, it's too funny.
Whatever it takes, guys.
All right, we got about
good.
5 minutes left of the show. Tomorrow's teaching from 6 to 8.
What are we teaching?
Okay.
Meditation.
We're teaching meditation.
Yeah.
Tuesday from 6 to 8, we'll be doing readings early.
Oh my
So,
God.
definitely.
And this week's mystery guest, guys. We have the premier demonologist coming back on our show.
Carl Johnson.
Right, guys.
He is
the
from 8 to
demonologist.
10.
Mm-hmm. And he's got all kinds of new things he's going to talk about with us, and all kinds of questions we're going to have for him, and find out about his whole update for 2020. We're going to get from Carl Johnson, the demonologist, guys. Okay, so you're not going to want to miss this Wednesday show.
And I know Cody will be coming back on soon. He does have an update for something that's going to contact me.
Yes, that's right.
So everybody that loves
coming.
Cody Ray Despian, he's going to be back on. And just so you guys know, he is the one that does our voiceovers as well.
That's right.
So.
Voiceover done by Cody Ray Desbian.
And don't forget to go visit our sponsors. So if you are looking for any crystals, go see Susan Swanbeck ATU for all of your crystal needs. And go check out Awakening the Unknown. No, not that one. What's the name of my...
Awakening Spirit Productions.
That's the one.
Okay, guys. So for all of your types of media needs,
literally, you guys are looking for a photo for something that you need, just, literally. It's the two other businesses that I kind of run, so.
Yeah, and we're always available to guys for private readings. If you need some private counseling of sorts, like she's the holistic Swami. And you know what I mean? We're here, though, guys, so you may think we don't give you it.
See, we found that a lot of times what's happening is we're getting blocked from posting in our own pages.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Via Facebook.
yeah, so that makes it a little difficult to try to help somebody and then be there if we're getting blocked from our own pages.
Yeah.
I asked Facebook that, why are you blocking me from my own page?
I'm blocked from all of our pages.
I own the page and I can't post on it.
Same thing. I try to post on our pages.
So literally, the best bet is to drop us a message right here, and if you're on our friends list, just drop us a message there. But we always
You can always
get
find me too at Michelle Sullivan ATU, Susan Sullivan, Susan Swanbeck. She's my wife. Susan Swanbeck ATU.
Well, that's the crystal business.
Right. That's what she also has a different private page too, by the way. If you guys are trying to get a date. You know what I'm
No, not happening. Single play. We're gonna actually see you guys tomorrow, and Susan Swanbeck ATU is gonna be live for crystals probably in about 15 minutes. So check her out for all your crystal needs, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Don't forget, guys. Love that part.
I do too.
Too much static. They love the show.
It's a new program, so I'll have to figure that out. Hold on. I need
Love the show, but too much static.
I'll have to look into it. Hold on. Restream is currently active. Do you want to?